Hi guys, it's Minx here. Hope you're all doing well. This is what's hopefully going to be a new feature on the channel. I have decided I have very vocal opinions and I'm going to voice them in kind of rantish style fashion on this channel on a semi-regular basis in hopefully a way that will either offend or entertain, because both of those outcomes are pretty fucking good as far as I'm concerned. So here we're going to jump into a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a while. I've touched on it kind of in my Q&A videos, and that's the topic of franchises. Okay. And while we're on the subject, it's probably going to turn into a rant about other things as well. Okay. Now, this is the time of year where a lot of major franchises come out. We obviously have Halo 23 or whatever, it just came out recently, Black Ops 17, Assassin's Creed 9, and all those other popular titles that come out around this time of year. And I one of my main problems with the video game industry at the moment stems from this. And that problem is lack of innovation. Now, innovation isn't always a good thing. Sometimes we want more of the same. And within reason, a game can do more of the same to a certain degree. But it gets to the point where things get kind of tedious. And by kind of tedious, I mean really fucking tedious. Okay, now, we're going to start with Black Ops, okay? Because COD is actually a franchise that I kind of liked at various points in its, passing, as it were. The original Call of Duty, I mean, from ages ago, was really good, and I really enjoyed playing that. And I did buy Black Ops 1 a few years ago. That's the only sort of modern Call of Duty that I bought. And I did quite enjoy it. The multiplayer was okay. It had a cinematic style single player game that was interesting because I hadn't played one of those before, and it was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it was okay. And I decided to rent some of the earlier titles like Modern Warfare, and I tried last year's. Was it last year? I don't know. There's so many fucking games. I tried Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 anyway, and they were essentially the same fucking game, except with years between them. Every year we get a COD installment, and it's exactly the same fucking game with a little bit extra bells and whistles, and it really is a problem. It's a problem that we as gamers keep lapping the fucking same things up again and again and again and again without really any innovation at all, or any fucking, we don't even seem to question it, which is amazing. We're not like, wow, I wish something were different this time round. And like I say, it's okay if you do that once or maybe even twice in a series, but when it starts becoming a yearly fucking thing again and again and again, we'll have one next year that'll be the fucking same as Black Ops 2, but just like, I don't know, set a billion years in the future or something ridiculous like that. It's ridiculous, and it it really grinds my gears that we as a consumer constantly buy into this shit. I mean, Call of Duty as a franchise is playable, I suppose, but there's other series just that aren't very good that constantly do this sort of thing as well. Like, I had bad opinions of Halo. I was always at the time Halo came out, I was a big PC player, like I am now, but I had been at times a big console player of games as well. And At the time I was really into things like Half-Life, and I loved Half-Life. It was amazing. And when I played Halo, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? They've just watered down first person shooting mechanics and put it on a console, and it's bollocks. And I tried to like the Halo franchise. Like, when I got a 360, I was like, okay, I probably made a mistake. I'm going to buy Halo 1 and Halo 2, replay them on the 360, and they're probably going to be amazing. And I was wrong. They were a pile of stinking fucking horse manure, and they're possibly two of the worst first-person shooters I've played in a long time. A lot of people bash on Jericho. Jericho is a million times more innovative and more interesting, for example, than Halo is, by a fucking long shot. And it's just ridiculous. They're just so boring. I wouldn't say they were bad, because they're put together well enough, I guess, but they're boring and they're not entertaining for me at all on any level. And I guess I can see how if you had never played a PC game before and you suddenly played that on consoles, it would be like, yeah, awesome. And to be fair, Halo to begin with wasn't a fucking yearly franchise. It's become that recently due to Microsoft wanting to cash in on it, and Bungie as well. Honestly, want to cashing in on this again and again and again and again. And it's just, people just buy into it every single fucking time. Every time. It comes out so often. And it's just so annoying that people to me it seems stupid to me to like encourage developers to do this, because it just means lack of innovation in the space continually. Assassin's Creed, this is another fucking culprit. Assassin's Creed 1, I fucking loved it. It was really good. Assassin's Creed 2, well, it's the same game, but it was quite good fun because, I quite felt I was drawn into it again. By the time we got to Brotherhood, I wanted to fucking insert needles in my eyes because it was so unbelievably shit that they turned out the same stuff for a third year running. I was going to fucking have a fucking breakdown. It was just, I'm putting like Brotherhood in, thinking, hang on, this is absolute crap. What the fuck did I buy this for? And I've been guilty of it as well. But at least I had this epiphany that I realised that the Assassin's Creed games now are shit. And well, Assassin's Creed 3 has woods and a slightly different setting. It's the same fucking game, okay? It just looks a bit different and has a different setting. It's not innovative, it's not different. It is the same fucking game in the same fucking series. And next year we'll have Assassin's Creed 3 Anal Exam or something like that. Just another installment in the same fucking franchise all over again. And it's ridiculous. And to me, it's what's wrong with mainstream gaming at the moment, stuff like that. And Mass Effect kind of became like that as well. I know it's sort of finished now, kind of, but there'll be another one soon anyway. Hopefully there'll be at least a few years between that, so it's not shit like 2 and 3 were, but you know what I mean. And it's just annoying to see it so prevalent throughout the industry. And I'm not even talking about the dumbing down of games, as people put it, either. I'm just talking about constant churning out sequels. Let's hope fucking EA have at least fucked up enough on Medal of Honor Warfighter's shit sales for it to not do another fucking installment of that next year. Although it probably will, because, cash cow and all that kind of shit. I mean, Nintendo are guilty of it as well, obviously, with Mario and Zelda, but to a certain degree, it's not as brazen as it is with things like Black Ops and Halo and Gears of War, and just the same generic shooter bullshit that has been prevalent throughout these last sort of, I don't know, 5-6 years of gaming. It's really frustrating, and it's a shame that I have to turn to PC gaming and indie developers to actually see something slightly different. Of course, there's shit indie games. There's fucking loads of indie games, but there's also a load of them that I don't put on the channel because I don't fit into my genre and stuff, that are very innovative and very interesting and well put together, and are something refreshing and new. And it's why Minecraft has done so well. While there were things like it before, this is something that's like managed to appeal to the mainstream and is significantly different. And it's just innovation comes from the small guy now, not the big company, and that's kind of sad, because it's just kind of sad. And no, motion controls do not count as innovation. They just count as a fucking pile of shit, basically. That's what they fucking count as. And yeah, I just want to see franchises. I don't mind a series having like fucking 10 games in it if there's maybe a bigger gap than a year between the games, or there's something dramatically different between the games. Like Borderlands 1. I love Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2 is more of the same. Okay, I can let that slide. If there's a Borderlands 3 and it's the same again, I will be fucking pissed off. So, it's just... there needs to be differentiation between games in a series, to the point that they don't seem to be playing the same fucking game all over again. And I believe it's a real issue. Probably upset a lot of people by bashing Halo and bashing COD and Assassin's Creed a bit as well. And some of you'll be like, oh my god, fucking hell, Manga Minx, how could you possibly say that? And there'll be some people who just come across this video and they'll be raging as well. And yeah. But in the end, I firmly think I'm right on this. The lack of innovation in the industry is caused by the success of franchises, and we as consumers constantly encourage the lack of growth and the lack of progress within the industry at the moment, and I really wish we didn't. But sadly, people will keep on making games like this because we're stupid enough to buy them on a constant basis, and it's kind of sad. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter anyway. Hope you enjoyed this little rant. I'm going to probably do some more in the future. Bye for fucking now, guys. Bye for fucking now.